until a millionaire stepped forward and surprised everyone. A woman named Ava had recently been through a breakup. She was in love with her ex-fiancé Ryan, but he had suddenly called off their engagement without any apparent reason. And what made matters worse was that he was getting married to someone else just 2 weeks after breaking up with Ava. Naturally, she felt angry and humiliated. But most of all, she couldn't understand why Ryan would treat her this way. After all, they had been together for over 4 years, and she had even given him a child. However, she soon got an answer when she attended his wedding and saw the bride. It was then that she realized she had been replaced by a gold digger who only wanted Ryan's money. But the humiliation didn't end there. When Ava entered the reception hall, she was shocked to see the entire room turn silent and stare at her, as if she were some kind of animal in a zoo. Then Ryan's mother came up to her and told her in a cold voice that she was unwelcome at the party and demanded that she leave immediately. Feeling embarrassed and hurt, Ava went to the restroom to cry. But as soon as she stepped out, she was confronted by Ryan himself. He told her that he wanted to apologize for how he had treated her and asked for another chance. But Ava wasn't willing to forgive him so easily. She knew that he had only come back because he regretted dumping her and not because he loved her. Plus, she didn't want to be with someone who had treated her so badly, so she rejected him and walked away. At that moment, Ava realized that she was done with Ryan, and it was time to move on with her life. She knew that she would find someone better than him one day, someone who would treat her and her son with the respect and love they deserved. She just needed to be patient and keep moving forward. As the days went by, Ava started to feel better about herself. She began working out regularly, eating healthy foods, and spending time with friends and family. She also started seeing a therapist to help her cope with the emotional trauma of the breakup. All of these things helped her regain her confidence and self-esteem. One day, while browsing through social media, Ava came across a post from one of her old friends, inviting her to a party. She decided to go, and it was there that she met a man named Alex. He was charming, funny, and successful, everything that Ryan wasn't. They started dating soon after, and Ava couldn't be happier. Alex was a millionaire who owned several businesses in the city. He was also a single father, which made him understand Ava's situation better. Together, they created a strong bond based on trust, respect, and love. Meanwhile, news of Ryan's wedding started to spread. It turned out that his new wife was indeed a gold digger, as Ava had suspected. She had only married him for his money, and had no intention of being a good or caring partner. Soon after the wedding, she started taking advantage of Ryan, forcing him to buy her expensive gifts and clothes and using his money to fund her lavish lifestyle. Ryan, who had never had any suspicions about his fiancée's intentions, was shocked and hurt by her behavior. He tried talking to her about it, but she only laughed at him and told him to get over it. One day, Ryan couldn't take it anymore and confronted his new wife. He accused her of marrying him just for his money and told her that he wanted a divorce. The wife was furious and refused to accept the divorce. She knew that she had him trapped and that he couldn't get rid of her, so she threatened to take all his money and use it to buy luxury items for herself. But Ryan wasn't giving up. He hired a lawyer and started taking steps to protect his assets. He also cut off his wife from his bank accounts and credit cards. This enraged the wife even more, and she vowed to make Ryan pay for what he had done. Meanwhile, Ava was living happily with her boyfriend, Alex, and their 2 children. She had found true love and happiness after her breakup with Ryan and was grateful for a new beginning. One day, Ava was scrolling through social media when she saw a video of her ex-fiancé, Ryan, and his wife, arguing at a restaurant. In the video, Ryan's wife could be seen yelling at him and throwing food at him. The whole thing was very disturbing to watch. But what happened next left Ava feeling shocked and angry. As soon as the video was posted online, people started trolling Ryan's wife, calling her a gold digger and a bad person for treating her husband that way. Some people even threatened to sue her for defamation and harassment. Feeling ashamed and embarrassed, Ryan's wife tried to delete the video, but it was too late. It had already gone viral and people weren't going to let her get away with her actions. Meanwhile, Ava saw an opportunity to expose her ex-fiancé's wife for what she really was. She took to social media and shared the video with her followers, calling out her ex-fiancé for marrying such a toxic person. Ava's post went viral and people started attacking Ryan and his wife online. They accused Ryan of marrying a gold digger, and his wife of trying to destroy her ex-husband's reputation. As the drama unfolded, Ryan's mother reached out to Ava and apologized for how she had treated her in the past. She explained that she had been under the impression that Ava was the one who had broken up with her son, and had no idea that it was actually Ryan who had ended the relationship. She also admitted that she had been wrong about Ava, and that she was a good and caring person. She apologized for humiliating her at the wedding and offered to buy her a new dress as a peace offering. Ava forgave her and they started talking again. In the end, Ryan's wife had to issue a public apology to him and his family for her behavior. She also deleted all her social media accounts and stayed out of the public eye for a while. Meanwhile, Ava and her boyfriend, Alex, got engaged and started planning their wedding. They invited all their family and friends, including Ryan and his mother. On the big day, everyone was happy for Ava and wished her and Alex a lifetime of happiness together. Even Ryan, who was still recovering from his divorce, couldn't help but smile at the sight of his ex-fiancée moving on with her life. After the wedding, Ava and Alex went on their honeymoon to a beautiful island in the Maldives. They stayed in a luxurious villa with a private pool and beach access. The weather was perfect and the water was crystal clear. They spent their days swimming, sunbathing, and snorkeling, and their evenings watching romantic movies under the stars. When they returned home, they were both sad to leave the paradise behind. But they were also excited to start their married life in their new home. They had purchased a beautiful house in a quiet neighborhood with a large garden and a swimming pool. It was the perfect place to raise a family, and they could unwait to fill it with laughter and love. As the months went by, Ava and Alex's relationship grew stronger. They faced challenges together, supported each other through difficult times, and celebrated each other's successes. They were a perfect match, and their love for each other only grew with time. One day, Ava announced that she was pregnant. They were both overjoyed and couldn't wait to become parents again. As Ava's belly grew, so did their excitement. They decorated the nursery, bought baby supplies, and attended prenatal classes together. Finally, the day arrived and Ava gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. They named her Lily and she was the perfect addition to their family. As they watched Lily grow up, Ava and Alex knew that they had made the right decision by staying together. Their love for each other and their children was what had helped them overcome all the obstacles they had faced in their journey. They were grateful for every moment they had together and knew that their happily ever after was just beginning. That's all for today. Thank you for listening, and see you next time. If you enjoyed this story, please like and share. We would greatly appreciate your support.